What's your name?
Solo.
What's the name of your band?
Classix Nouveaux.
Where are you from?
We're from England.
Is this your first time in Mexico?
Yes, this is the first time in Mexico.
What's the purpose of your visit?
Well, it's hopefully to make people aware of our music and make people interested and enthusiastic so that next year we can come and do some concerts in Mexico.
What kind of music do you play?
Well, it's really the pop music of the 80s. It's not rock and it's not disco or anything that's gone before, but something that's quite new.
It's a new style?
Yes, I think it's a new style of pop music that's based around synthesizer rhythms and is a new kind of dance music also.
Are you part of the movement called the New Romantics?
Well, this is what it was called when it first started about 2 or 3 years ago. Everyone said this is the new romantic music that goes with the new romantic fashion. But now people just are more aware of the music for what it is.
How long have you played together?
It's 3 years and a bit now.
With the same members?
Well, we just had one change this year. About 7 months ago, we had 2 new members, a guitarist and a keyboard player. And so now there's 5 in the band. Before there was 4.
Can you tell me the names of the members of the band?
Yes, there's Nick Sweeney, plays the bass guitar. BP Herding is the drummer. Jimmy Suma.
Do you think your music and your show could interest the Mexican people?
I think it'd be very interesting and very successful, I hope.
Is there any special song that has been a hit in England?
Well, our biggest hit so far has been a song called Is It a Dream? Although I think in Mexico probably our best known song so far is one called Never Again.
About 2 weeks ago, we used a video of a song called Guilty. What can you say about this song?
Well, that was the very first hit that we had, really, and it was also the first video that we made. And it was very successful because it showed some of the new romantic people, and the kind of imagery that was in it was very influential to other people making videos and in fashion too.
Do you also use special effects in your videos?
Yes, each of our videos is really a new experiment. Guilty was sort of playing with different effects. Never Again was lots and lots of special visual effects. Some of the others have been just performance. And the most recent one that we've done is really totally acting. There's no playing instruments in it at all.
Are you the only singer in your group?
Yes.
Mr. Solo, the people who likes this TV program would like to know something about the lyrics of your songs. Can you tell us what do they mean?
They're all about things which everyone feels, and particularly young people, the opinions that they give to us as we tour around the world, and sometimes things that I just read in the newspapers or see on TV in current affairs. They're really all about things that happen in everyday life.
Tal como lo declaró a viernes el vocalista del grupo inglés Classix Nouveaux, Solo, la música de este grupo es algo nuevo que mezcla el rock con la música disco y que añade interesantes elementos visuales que redondean su espectáculo, distinguiéndolos de los demás grupos que actualmente se desenvuelven dentro de la nueva corriente llamada New Romantics, o Nuevos Románticos en español. Su primer gran éxito lo obtuvieron con su grabación titulada Guilty, o Culpable, y sus álbumes llamados Gente de Noche y La Verdad los han venido a consolidar en el gusto no solo del público inglés, sino de toda Europa. Gran parte del éxito obtenido por Classix Nouveaux se debe a la impactante personalidad de su líder, compositor y vocalista Solo, quien nos visitara recientemente en un intento por empezar a promover en México la música de esta novedosa agrupación musical, la cual escucharemos a continuación.
It was called La Vérité.
Does this album have a song with the same name?
Yes, that's the song which, of course, La Vérité is French for the truth, and in that song it's very much about growing up, and when you're young people tell you things will be this way, and then when you get older you find it's not really as they said. Everyone's life is different, and you experience for yourself the truth and have to find it out for yourself.
How long have you been in the show business?
Oh, well, maybe 10 years.
Sal, did you play in other groups before?
Yes, really, I've had, ever since I was at school, I've had my own bands of one kind or another. And just before having Classix Nouveaux, I had a band which the bass player of Classix was in also. And we released a record in England, but it was not very successful because it was a bit ahead of its time. The idea of having synthesizer kind of music then and having an image which is quite glamorous and outrageous clothes was just not popular in 1977, 1978 when everyone liked punk.
What does Classix Nouveaux mean?
Well, nouveau of course means new, and as I said, we're trying to do something new, but not something that's just experimental and extraordinary for the sake of being new, but something which is classic in the sense that it will always last, and it will still be considered good 10 years from now as it is now.
Does your music change day to day?
Oh yes, it always changes. The same as our videos too, from the first to the last. It's important each time to try and do something different and not just to repeat the same thing over and over again.
What's most popular actually in England?
I think probably synthesizer disco music is quite popular in England at the moment.
Mr. Solo, would you like to send a special message to the Mexican young people?
Well, I think our special message to the young people in Mexico is that you've got every right to enjoy pop music the same as everyone else in the world, and even if everyone else doesn't think so, that's our opinion, and so we're going to come here and we're going to play concerts and we're going to release our records in Mexico the same as in England and America and everywhere else in the world.
How do you define Classix Nouveaux? Can you tell us a complete definition of your group?
Well, I think it's really a very individual act. The music really is quite different to most other people, and also in live performance, it's one of the most exciting new groups that there is, I think, throughout the world.
Okay, Sal, thank you very much. We would like to have you maybe next year playing here in Mexico City.
I hope so. Thank you.
Thank you.